because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Alabama's offense will start this game off with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
He's going to have to throw for it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Try to play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This coach coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man down the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Jaguars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Gets it out fast. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Jaguars will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the run, it's Raymond. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Bringing the heat. Got a man. It's Richardson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to
gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 9 over Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move from inside his 40. And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Van Buren. On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Jaguars will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Finds his man, it's Richardson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. The play action fake. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Raymond. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. On the move at the 30.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
to the air on first down. And the defensive got him at the 27.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Number 98 on support.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are later asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 30.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, returning almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.